Hello and welcome. If you are new to website building and looking for a simple explanation of web hosting and how it works, you are in the right place. During this presentation, I will answer common questions you might have as you embark on your website building journey. So, what is web hosting? To build any kind of website, you need two things. The first one is to register a domain name or web address. After that, you need to find someone to host your website's content to be visible online. That someone is a company known as a web hosting provider or web host. Web hosting is the second piece of the puzzle you must complete before you begin working on your website, such as installing WordPress to create your personal blog, portfolio website, or online store. A web hosting provider has big, powerful computers called web servers that are always connected to the internet. It rents these servers to people who want to put their websites online. How web hosting works. When you type a web address into your browser's address bar, it sends a request to get that web page. The request travels across the internet to the appropriate web server and attempts to locate the web page on that server. If the request is successful, meaning this web page exists, it will load into your web browser. A web host provides two essential things to your account: disk space and bandwidth transfer. Disk space is like the hard drive on your computer. Each hard drive has the capacity for a certain amount of files. If your web host provides you 50 GB of disk space, that's the limit on the file size you are allowed to have. Starting a WordPress blog doesn't take much disk space. A good starting point is 5 to 10 GB of storage space. If you plan to have an e-commerce site, you will need more than 25 GB of space, as your site will have a lot of images and content. If you need additional space in the future, you can contact your hosting provider for an upgrade. Bandwidth, on the other hand, refers to the amount of data carried from point A to point B within a specific time, usually less than a second. When I want to view your website in my browser window, bandwidth is the route that lets your data flow from your computer to my computer and appears on my monitor. Like disk space, bandwidth is measured in gigabytes, and nowadays most web hosts provide unlimited bandwidth in their packages. Now let's talk about 5 different types of web hosting services. Starting a blog where you want to share your love for hiking with fellow hikers and building a website for a bank requires a different approach and different web hosting capacities. This is why web hosting providers offer 5 different types of web hosting services. Shared web hosting is like renting a room in a shared apartment building. Many websites like yours and others share the same space and resources on one server. It's great for small businesses, blogs, or personal websites with some traffic. Since everyone shares the same resources like storage space and power, it's cheaper than having your dedicated server. This makes it a good option if you're starting and don't need many fancy features. But because you're sharing with others, sometimes things can slow down and there might be some performance hiccups. Still, it's a smart choice for beginners looking to get their website up and running without breaking the bank. WordPress hosting is like a VIP treatment for WordPress websites. It is specifically made for WordPress websites, whether you're a small business, a blogger, or a big company. Hosting services for WordPress ensure their service works perfectly with WordPress so your site runs smoothly and stays secure. This hosting package is excellent if you want everything to be easy and tailored just for WordPress. You get great features like automatic updates, one-click installations, and ready-to-use themes and plugins, which make managing your site a breeze. But remember that these plans are only for WordPress. it might not work as smoothly if you want to use other apps or platforms alongside your site. Dedicated hosting is similar to owning a private mansion in the online world. With this type of hosting, you get the entire server exclusively for your website, giving you complete control over all aspects of it. This hosting option is best suited for large businesses that receive a high volume of website traffic and need to run powerful applications. Although dedicated hosting can be more expensive, its worth is because you get top-notch performance, security, and customization options. VPS or virtual private server is like upgrading from a shared apartment to your apartment in a big building. In this setup, one big server is divided into smaller virtual flats, each with its own resources. It's great if your business is growing, you're running an online store, or you want more control over your website's backend. VPS is more expensive than shared hosting, and you might need technical know-how to manage it. You are also responsible for maintaining your virtual apartment and must handle updates and security measures. Cloud hosting is like having your website backed by a team of experts from all over the world. Instead of relying on one giant server, it uses a network of servers in different locations. This setup is perfect for all websites from busy online stores to growing businesses. With cloud hosting, your website gets all the resources it needs, even when visitors suddenly rush. It's super flexible and can handle anything you throw at it, whether installing special software or running custom applications. Plus, it keeps your website safe and secure no matter what. Now let me share some beginner-friendly tips for choosing the right web hosting company. The first tip is the most important one. You can skip all the rest if you want, but please don't skip this one. Never ever fall for those one-time offers regarding web hosting. Seriously, your website is your baby, your storefront, and online identity. Everything. Choosing the right hosting provider is crucial. Those one-time deals seem like a steal, promising a quick fix without ongoing commitments. But trust me, web hosting is not a one-time thing. It's an ongoing service that requires reliability, support, and maintenance. Choosing a reputable provider with a recurring payment plan will ensure your website gets the care and attention it deserves. Don't risk your site's long-term success for a short-term bargain. Always prioritize quality and reliability regarding web hosting. Your website will thank you for it. Before choosing a web host, consider what you need for your website. Factors like the type of websites you are building, expected traffic, and any special features or applications you'll require. Take the time to research different hosting providers. Look for reputable companies with positive reviews and a track record of reliability. Consider factors like uptime guarantees, customer support, and pricing plans. After making your list of potential web hosting candidates, visit a website like Trustpilot to check the number of reviews and their overall ratings. The next one is to set a budget for your web hosting expenses and look for hosting plans that fit within your budget. Remember that cheaper is only sometimes better, but plenty of affordable hosting options are available. Uptime refers to the amount of time your website is accessible to visitors. Choose a hosting provider with a high uptime guarantee to ensure your website is available to visitors whenever they need it. Consider the scalability of the hosting plans offered by each provider. Choose a host that allows your website to grow as your business or traffic increases. Also, ensure they provide resources like storage and bandwidth for your current and future needs. Consider any additional feature or perks offered by hosting providers, such as website builders, free domain registration, free SSL certificates, free email accounts, automatic backups, and security features. This can add value to your hosting plan and make managing your website more convenient. A user-friendly control panel makes managing your website easier. Look for hosting providers offering intuitive control panels that allow you to manage your website's emails and other settings easily. Good customer support is crucial, especially for beginners. Look for hosting companies that offer 24/7 customer support through multiple channels such as live chat, phone, and email. Test their responsiveness and helpfulness by reaching out with any pre-sales question. It's wise to check if the hosting provider you're considering has a money-back guarantee or trial period so you can try their services without any risk. If you're unsatisfied with their services, you can then switch providers. At the end, I want to share something with you. I recently switched to Hostinger, a web hosting company for my websites. Their business plan is packed with some seriously cool features that have made my website experience so much smoother. You can host up to 100 websites on their platform and they give you a whopping 200 gigabytes of storage, so you'll never have to worry about running out of space. But here is the best part. They throw in some sweet bonuses like daily backups, unlimited bandwidth, unlimited SSL certificates, free email addresses, and even a free domain for the first year. Lastly, the official WordPress website at wordpress.org highly recommends Hostinger as a web hosting provider. If you're looking for a reliable web hosting provider with killer features, you might want to consider Hostinger. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can look closer after watching the video. That would be all for this presentation. I made this beginner-friendly introduction to web hosting easy to understand so you can get all the answers you might have before watching it. Please let me know if I succeeded by giving it a like or subscribing to my channel. Doing that makes it easier for others who want to learn what web hosting is and how it works to find this video and this channel. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section below this video. There are no stupid questions, only stupid answers. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the following video.